Mr. Speaker, when the President submitted or presented the State of the Nation's address to this House, I saw in the President a man who is sincere, a man who is ready to accept that we went through difficult moments, and a man who is ready to drive this country through this difficult moment onto a path that we will all be comfortable with, Mr. Speaker. Of course, before COVID-19, several publications touted Ghana as the fastest growing economy in Africa. Mr. Speaker, it was no fluke that in Ghana, we had banks and establishments chasing businesses to invest. But post-COVID, we have seen the devastating effect of COVID on our local economy. Mr. Speaker, when COVID struck, we had shortfalls in revenue, and I'm very sure that our colleagues on the other side will accept that. Mr. Speaker, when COVID struck, businesses closed down. I have always maintained that my mother used to travel from Accra to Lagos to buy wares and to come and sell in this country. Mr. Speaker, our borders for nearly over a year got closed, and that affected my mother's businesses. If my mother were coming into this country with her wares, Mr. Speaker, she was going to pay taxes at the borders in Volta region. But Mr. Speaker, clearly, the closure of the border at the Volta region affected their businesses and also affected revenues generation in our country. Mr. Speaker, our school system, our school programs got disrupted. I mean, students were not allowed to go to school, they were in the house, and we needed to find innovative ways to at least catch up for persons who were in the tertiary institutions. Mr. Speaker, government business, people who were working for government had to sit at home. At a point, they had to be rationed. These are all factors that affected our local system, that affected country Ghana when we went through COVID-19. And of course, you cannot also rule out the effect of Russian-Ukraine war. I come from an area where most of my people are businessmen, Mr. Speaker. In fact, my people, some engage in iron rods. They import iron rods into this country. A chunk of them, Mr. Speaker, I know come from Ukraine and Russia. And the effect of this war on their businesses, Mr. Speaker, is telling. I've always maintained that when COVID struck, Mr. Speaker, I would sit in this chamber, and when business of the house has slowed down, I will go to Kantamanto and engage my people there. Mr. Speaker, you get there, and people are keeping their money, and they don't want to go and import foods into this country. So largely, every business got suffered. But Mr. Speaker, I've always maintained that sometimes God has a way of blessing a nation and giving us leadership that in difficult moments are able to steer the affairs of this country to a more promising state. Mr. Speaker, but for the NPP in government, COVID-19 would have brought this country to a halt. But the President, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, managed it well.